Oh yeah. Here I am, getting kind of a, I guess, a late start on a 2-night, 3-day adventure into the Catalina mountains. And I'm not sure if I'll be ending here or if I'll be ending at the top of Mt Lemmon. That is to be decided halfway through the trip. And it's gonna be about 90 some degrees today, so not too bad for Tucson. And I will be staying at some pools tonight, so it'll be kind of fun. It should be pretty. So there's a shuttle that can take you about half of the way of this first day. It's about 3.5 miles, but I've decided to walk it. Okay, here comes the tram, the Sabino Crawler, it is called. That looks a lot faster than what I'm doing, right? But here's the thing, I'm on the road right now, but there's a trail. I could take the road all the way back, 3.5 miles total, or I could take the trail, which is about 4.5, because it winds in and out of the canyon. It doesn't go so straight, and I'll show you that. So, Sabino Creek, right down here. You might even be able to hear it. And then up there, on the ridge, is a trail. That's the phone line trail, and that's where I'm heading. Be careful. This spot is just impassable. Don't be that dude. That looks painful as hell. Get into the water. Also, my route has changed. I will be summiting Mt Lemmon, which involves me climbing a lot, so I didn't want to stress myself here and add an extra half mile. You can see the phone line trail running this way. And that's what I could have taken, but instead I took the road, which was nice. There was water. Met a bunch of people from Wisconsin. So I made the turn up into the wilderness. And that's what it looks like. Still climbing a little bit, but it'll level off. And then I'll end up back there and go this way. And there's water back there, Sabino Creek. Same water that flows through Sabino Canyon. The reason is that I show up at these trips with all this stuff from like my home and my thoughts and the internet and work and relationships, and then I transition into the wilderness just like, whew, you know, but being able to walk the road, walk by people, meet some people, talk to them, I really got my legs, and I was excited to get up here. So the moment I get into the wilderness, I'm ready. It's like a pilgrimage. Now you can see back where I'll end up tonight or today. Should be there in an hour or so. This wall right here, just past that on the right, there's a side canyon, and that's where all this water comes from that's in Sabino. So I'm arriving at my campsite. It's only about 2:15, 2:30, lovely, because I want to swim today, and I'll show you what it looks like. I've made it to my campsite, and it's really nice here. Met some Arizona Trail thru hikers, connected with them, and they are moving on because it was 2 o'clock, but I'm going to have a very relaxing day. As you can see, got my hammock, and there's a group of about 10 or 12 middle schoolers with 2 adults here, and I had a nice jump in. So refreshing. And then just chilling out for a little bit, midday siesta before I make some food and salty snacks. So I had a really nice nap in the hammock, meditation, and I decided to push on. It's only 4:10 right now. Sun's up there, but I'm gonna get shade even though it's gonna be bright. So instead of getting up early tomorrow, I'm pushing another 3 miles to a different campsite. I have a lot of water on me. I'm gonna climb about 2,000 feet over the next 3 miles, so not too bad, but it's been easier before. Wildflowers are spectacular. Here's a shot down canyon where I came from. Earlier from the ridge, I pointed out this little rock from quite a distance. I think I was about up there, my left pole. But yeah, it's really pretty up here. Gonna be winding through all of this for a while. Headed up to the right. Whew. Sun is hot. I was wrong. I do not have shade from the sun. Inaccurate assessment. But we still keep smiling, right? It's pretty bright. It's pretty easy to tell where the water flows out here. Look how green that tree is. I bet you its roots are in the water. As we're climbing towards Romero Pass. The sun is finally going behind the mountain. It's only about 4:45, but I've switched to a new ecosystem. Well, I carried a lot of water up that hill, and then this is here, but I guess better safe than sorry. But I am gonna filter a little bit more of this so that I don't have to stress out tonight. So I'm here at my campsite. It was pretty nice. It's right at the junction of the Cathedral Rock trail. And it was really cold last night. I am not adapted to cold. Living in Tucson has a very specific effect on me, especially this time of year. I'm out in the sun all day. So what I realized is I don't have the appropriate gear to stay at night on the top of Mt Lemmon. So I'm actually going to take a different route. I'm going to go over Cathedral Rock and down the Esperero Trail and back to my car. And I'll probably do that today instead of staying out 2 nights. But we'll see when I get over there if there's water at Bridal Falls. And if there is, I'll have the option to stay, but otherwise I'll have to go because I don't have enough water for 2 days. But the sun is just coming in. It's about 7 a.m. I hung my hammock right over there. And it was chilly. There were lots of noises. And should be very beautiful. I'll be reaching a high point of over 7,000 feet today. Should be pretty. Apparently the trail up there is a little bit sketchy, hard to find, but that's according to someone who works for the Park Service. So I think they wanted to make sure that I knew that. But I don't see any problems. We'll see. Maybe I will.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, awesome news. I'm like maybe a third of the mile into my hike and I hear running water. So I'm going to drink a couple liters now. So I have to carry it over this gosh forsaken mountain. And the trail is very hard to find. That person was right. But the views up here are amazing.
Oh, yeah. That's sweet stuff. Woo! Watch your footing. Slippy, slippy, slippy. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I wet down my balaclava and I'm ready to climb up this kind of shady trail. Shade. You can see where I camped last night, down in there, and haven't gone very far But I've gone up a lot. This is the trail. I've gone up about 600 feet and I have 1,200 more to go up over the next mile and a half. So it should be pretty steep. But there's so much beautiful quartz up here. Just for reference, this is my foot. It just doesn't stop. When you see me in person and you're like, why do you have scratches all over you? It's because I hike trails like this. And I just don't care. I'm not putting on long sleeves. It's too hot. Not bad. Shade. 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 Pretty sweet campsite up here. If you like waking up before the sun comes up, because ain't no shade around here. Pretty awesome spot though. The Sutherland Trail up to Mt Lemmon, that's this one. And then the, yeah, I can't remember. The something or other trail that goes up this one right here. And that one goes to Marshall Gulch. And this one goes up to the top of Mt Lemmon. And you can see, it goes all the way over there and beyond that. Check out these ridges. See them down there? Oh yeah. Reminds me of Virginia. And now it's time for today's weather report. It is sunny. There's not a single cloud in the sky. It is hot. Feet. And clearly, this looks like bighorn sheep was enjoying it. And also, these other prints look like a much bigger animal. I don't know, maybe a bear, mountain lion? Could be the heel of a person, very possible. But I don't see any tracks leading into it. But yeah, this is some life-saving water up here if you needed it. Ironically, I don't. I carried a bunch of water up. But it's nice to see. Probably just snow melt or rainfall. I reached the elevation where everything gets really scratchy. Thorns. Big, just got me. Right through my crotch. But if you ever are hiking and you're like, oh, I can't pass through. If you go down in elevation or up in elevation, these things grow in very specific climates. So don't go left or right, go down or up. Change the temperature and you'll change the plants. To give you an idea of the spikes, this is what I'm talking about. So this is the trail. And there's one of them here. There's one of them here. There's dozens of them there. And I don't know, I think I'm almost past this part, but I'm a little hesitant to go through because it fucking hurts. These are pretty big. It's my finger, for example, touching it. Pretty big spike. Slow motion. Those thorny plants are the first thing to take over after a fire. And there was a big fire up here just a couple of years ago. Whew. Look at this baby pine tree. Stop it. Wow. Oh, look at this. It's Tucson. You can see the Santa Rita Mountains in the distance. Mount Wrightson, highest peak down there, about 9,500. And yeah, no towns, no cities back here. Just a lot of cool wilderness and really gnarly trails. You can see the top of Mt Lemmon, those towers. That tower specifically, right in the middle. Pink, right behind that leaf. That's the route I didn't take. My gear is not warm enough to camp up there. I figured that out last night. But now on the way down, you see Tucson over here. I have to drop at least 4,500 feet, regardless of the route I take. There are a few options, but the most direct one seems the most obvious to me right now. If there is water at the falls, I think I'll stay for the night, or at least take a really long break there with the hammock up. And if there is not, I need to head down to the car because there ain't no water, and you gotta drink water. Right now I have about 2 liters and about 7.5 miles, so it's like, I'll make it. But yeah, I gotta get to Bridal Veil Falls. And the fire definitely came through here. So you have places where the roots of trees have burned completely through, just leaving a hole in the ground. And then when you step on things that are on that ground, they just kind of fall. So not recommended. This trail, Cathedral Rock Trail, not recommended unless you really, really know what you're doing. And I kind of do. Here. What you doing? You checking out? You got some food down here? You're so pretty. Hi. How much further is it? What about you? Hiding up there? Bye. Go ahead, go. Go, go, go. So excited. Cotamundi tracks. Maybe I'll see one.
There's some really good campsites up here. Check out this one. Ooh, still a little high and breezy for me. I get cold at night. Kaladi.
This is probably the most exposed section of trail on the Esperero Trail. And you're dropping down into the canyon here. And it's very steep, it's rocky. I heard some noises coming from this canyon, like some sort of bigger animal, but haven't been able to spot anything. But I did see that there's water, which is a good sign. Not always the case here. Spooked a hawk out of his perch. He's a little guy. Cooper hawk. Looks like he's waiting to fly again. I think I'm scaring him. You gonna go? Check out the roots on this tree. think it goes to that pine tree up there. Beautiful. Maybe it's that one. Just amazing how things survive out here. So after all that wackiness and exposure today, I end up at this little oasis at about 5,500 feet where there is water and it's flowing. I'm gonna sit right under that. This is Bridal Veil Falls. Snack time. Got some blueberry waffle cereal. And all I need to do is add water. I decided to have a second bowl of cereal. All right, last 5 miles here, and it's all downhill and it's all exposed, no shade. So I took a nap in the shade here and had a nice meditation, and now I haven't seen anyone all day. I'm gonna head down and maybe go swimming at Sabino. So looking back, you can see where I came from today. It was over this and down about 3 miles. That would be Cathedral Rock right there. Getting into some of the lower country here in southern Arizona, it's very scrubby, a lot of buffalo grass, and whatever takes over after fires, because there was a big fire up here in 2019 into 2020. You were not allowed to be up here. So I say goodbye to this valley for now. See the saguaros down by the water. It's super cool. And we're gonna drop into Mt Canyon where it narrows past Cardiac Gap. And yeah, it's nice. Big shade here on the trail. Very nice. Chance to take my hat off. This big rock is what creates it. Don't go too far. Ah, sun. it's a little hot. Nearing the end. Maybe 2 3/4 of a mile to go. It's lovely. No thank you. Have about a third of a mile left, and I think total it was like 21, maybe 22. And I definitely knew when to rest. I took a lot of rests. I stopped to meditate. This is something that obviously helps on a physical level, on a mental level, emotional level. Physiologically, I think is the biggest impact out here. But yeah, I feel really good. It's well over 90 right now. I know I'm so close to you, but I am not a threat. Oh, you're big. You found a nice cool spot in the shade, huh? Bye, buddy.